Welcome back to M Hood Discovered. This is what's up. I'm about to be heading out of here to do a session tonight. Probably be leaving here 6 this afternoon, 7. It is already deep in the afternoon. To prepare for this possible all-nighter, I have gotten plenty of sleep. I have not been awake too long. I woke up maybe 2 hours ago. I need to eat, but I don't want to eat anything heavy. And I'm probably not going to eat anything solid besides the tea biscuits I had with my tea earlier, so my stomach didn't get totally messed up. So I'm going to juice, right? And then I got to get ready. I'm busy. Look at this. This is a Cucuzza that was given to me a few days ago. It's already getting spent. You could see that. Cucuzza. There's different pronunciations for this. This is an Italian gourd, right? But you can eat these before they turn into a gourd. It's in the squash family, but it can be consumed as a summer squash, or it can become a winter squash that you can't eat. It'll become a gourd. It'll get much bigger and hard. Right now, this is pretty soft. Let's cut the bad off and see what it looks like. I've never eaten these, let alone juiced them. So this bit is getting pretty soft. There's a thunderstorm coming through. I thought we would see if we could get a red bone approval, but the red bone is in the bunker. She's not going to come in here while it's thundering, so we'll just have to put that to the side. I meant to get at this the other day, got super busy, and did not get at it. So this is the bit that we're going to juice. It hasn't bolted to where it's like these seeds are viable, so I think we could still juice it. I wonder if the juice is going to be melony or have any flavor at all. Of course, I'm juicing the skin. That's probably where the vitamins and the flavor are. It does have a bit of a melony smell to it. Very mild, like honeydew kind of smell. Okay, let's see what the juice is like. Little less of a melony smell now. That creamy light green color. Is this going to be extremely disgusting? There's always that possibility. There's what the blue glass makes it look like. Some people would just like cringe at the color and not want to swallow. Very mildly kind of melony flavor, but with something else in there. If I wanted to say it was bitter, I couldn't really say it's that bitter. Maybe there's a slight bit of bitterness. That's probably the skin. There's a lot of water in this. I believe that was holding a lot of water. Not the juicer, just the vegetable itself. Can we make it taste better? Probably, but really the question is, can we fortify it? Because that's not enough to fortify me to have energy and think on my toes. Let's add a couple of things to this and give it a kick. So there's like this theme of spent looking things, right, in this video, because these have only been in the fridge for a little bit, but they're looking spent. But they're not so far gone that you can't utilize them. Here we go. Here are the beet roots. I don't know if this is going to, like, in the end make it taste better, but I do know adding these beet greens and stalks will definitely fortify it a lot more. Let me rinse these real quick. Even though the end of the greens are looking spent and they're not rotten, I'm just going to rinse all of this and juice it all. I don't really care what anybody thinks. People who have some horrible opinion about what I'm doing, there's a possibility they've never juiced anything, right? Maybe the oranges is as far as they've gone. But if I cut all this like dry bits off, if I cut the greens off, I'm cutting a lot of good stuff out. And I want to be fortified by vitamins, not just by the color of the stalks. But the stalks hold a lot of vitamins. Beets are really good for your health, right? It's starting to rain out there. Hopefully where I'm going is not going to be bad. I think this is just a boomer coming through. If you've never seen one of my juice videos, I'm going to have to explain what's up, why I'm bringing a carrot out. I do want to add carrot juice to this, but when I bought this juicer here, there was no plunger, and it was the only one left on the shelf, and it was the one I wanted, the one I could afford. So I bought a juicer without a plunger, and I wanted to get a better deal, but there was no one. It was like the Walmart I got this at was about to close, and nobody really cares in there. They don't care enough to like give you a deal. However, I have had the opposite happen in Texas at a Walmart, where there was a problem with a product that I wanted. It was the only product there, and I'm like, look, this thing on this is broke. It was a kayak, and they took like $50 off or whatever, which I was like, whoa, I didn't expect that. To be clear, this juice does not absolutely taste disgusting. It's not like the best thing I've ever tasted, but it's pretty mild, pretty bland. And so improving the flavor is one thing, but adding more vitamins is another, and that might be where it becomes disgusting. Or just darker. Because look at that. That is so freaking dark. Alright, I don't have a spoon out, but that's all good. Do that. No real improvement to the flavor. And it, again, it's not absolutely disgusting, so no real improvement. It didn't make it taste better, didn't make it taste worse. But definitely added vitamins to it. The beet stalks and the red part and the green part, so much in there. Don't just cut those off and throw them away. Juice those as well, but juice those with something else rather than juicing them with the beet. I mean, you could do the beetroot and the stalks and the greens all together, but you could have another juice session. You can make the stalks part of one session and the root a part of some other sessions. Yeah, mixing things together is a good thing, not just like, okay, we're going to juice this, drink it, juice that, drink it. That can get pretty intense, so we're going to make this intense now is what we're going to do, and then we're going to get out. I actually want to juice some other things, I think, or I don't know, maybe just this, but here we go. Let's make it intense. A little bit of jalapeno, a little bit of carrot. It's one whole jalapeno. Doesn't make that much juice, but that's, for a lot of people, that's more than you need. You can see that jalapeno juice is stained with that carrot. Normally the jalapeno juice by itself is going to be similar to what this was by itself, this Cucuzza by itself. I like green. Well, that moved the needle. It tastes a lot different now. Woohoo! Yeah. Woohoo! Oh! The jalapeno, that's the energy that you add, right? Because that's going to energize you. It's also going to be very cleansing. Now, you don't want to do too much of this before you go out and do an activity, because a lot of times if you overjuice and you try to go out and do stuff, you're going to be looking for that porta potty. You want to do that before you go, not while you're going. You don't want to go when you're going, right? You don't want to be caught out there turtling or something, or like pinching. Yeah, so it's not always like that, but with some people, you know, like if they're not used to this sort of thing, goes right through them. Woo! All right, I want to try and finish this in front of you so you're not like, oh, you just took a sip and got out of the video and poured that down the sink. That is not what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. Oh, I have made mistakes with things like this before, where I went too excessive, too many jalapenos or too much garlic, or I threw garlic in, so I had garlic juice, I had ginger juice, and then jalapeno, right? Woo! Talk about burning the backyard down, not just for tomorrow, but the day after that and the day after that. Woo! Talk about a wildfire in the backyard, like burning, brush fire. No need to shave back there. You just like burnt it all down. It's nice and smooth. Well, maybe it's calming down out there because my red bone is somewhere right around here. There she is. She won't come in here. She's like, I'm gonna stay right in here. Every time I'm cutting vegetables, this dog just comes and lays down in here, because unlike the other one, the little male I have, he won't eat vegetables, but she absolutely loves them, right? So she's always waiting to see if I give her some carrot or something. Come here. I've got something for her right here. The green bean. You want this? You want this? You too scared to come in here because of the thunder? Sit. Oh, now you're coming in the kitchen. Yeah, she absolutely loves vegetables. You want another one? I got tons of green beans right here. Thought I would juice them, but I think we're good because I'm running out of time. I gotta get my session together. It's going to be a pier session, looking for white trout. That's probably all. It might be a tough one because we're just now coming out of the full moon. The moon is still affecting the tide. We're going to be showing up there on low tide, so it might absolutely suck. But maybe I can get some white trout for dinner. Really just hoping to bring some home for my cats as well. Maybe get some mullet. The cats won't eat these green beans, but this dog sure will. It's a great afternoon to be feeding my red bone. Oh no! Want to take one for the road? She says no. She's headed to the bunker. Oh, she turned around. This is one heck of a boomer. It hasn't got us too wet, but it's just letting off boomers, right? Lightning and thunder. All right, she gave up. She's going to the bunker. She's under my desk. My first red bone would just start baying. She would get in the middle of the room, standing there, all four legs kind of wide, and just go, woo, woo, woo. It'd be 3 in the morning, waking you up like that. You need to go over there and hug her. This one just curls up in a ball and refuses to move. You don't never hear a peep out of her. Yeah, my first one, That's what she would do. She'd just start hollering. She'd be in a deep sleep, and all of a sudden a boom goes off. She jumps up and just starts baying like crazy. They got a high-pitched, loud bay when they're very upset, you know, like when they're at a tree and they got something up it or whatever. This one just like wants to get under the covers and ignore everything, act as if it, you know, it's just let it pass by is really what she wants to do. But yeah, she don't want to be outside. She don't want to be anywhere but under a table. She's like she remembers the nuclear bomb commercials of the 50s, like get under the desk. Remember that? They made kids go through this exercise of getting under their desk in school. They were all terrified of the Soviets dropping nuclear weapons on them, but they thought they could survive a nuclear bomb if they just got under their school desk. I don't know, ridiculous, right? All right, a little bit to go. Woo-wee! I'm going to be optimal tonight. Yeah, you're right. I don't know if I'm going to do another juice video. I thought about doing 2. But really, I just need to get my stuff together. I got to tie some things and do some things and get some bits and bobs together. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So, hey, if you're concerned about your health, give juicing a try. You're going to be able to make great use of the vitamins that are there. The vitamins that a lot of times when you're cooking, they just disappear. Your body will love you for it. Yeah, you're right. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Definitely thank you for subscribing. We are so close to having all the specs to get monetized, and that's what I want. Yeah, you're right. 2 monetized channels, maybe 3 in the future, but definitely want to get this one monetized so we can go have adventures on 4 wheels with so many legs. My 2, they're 8, and maybe even more because I want to bring the cats. Yeah, you're right. I gotta go. I want to go. Let's go. Yeah, you're right. Until then, I'll see you next time.